We're Percy Jackson.
The Percy Jackson series.
Percy Jackson and the Olympian.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson series.
People love Percy Jackson. I mean, the series is everywhere. Yet somehow, I still haven't read this series. Time to fix that.
Writes and reads.
With Matthew Oliver. It's July 15th, 2005, and thousands of people are lining up across the country to get a new book.
Wait, who's behind this book buying phenomenon?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Kids fiction to biography and history.
How are you? Harry Potter?
See, it's on this night that the 6th book in the Harry Potter series will release. And many people will tell you there was nothing like being at those midnight release parties.
So fortunately for me, I wasn't able to go to these events. I do remember as a kid seeing newscasts like those, but I grew up in a very, very strict family religiously, and anything with witchcraft or wizards, magic was out of the question. Another big book also released in 2005. As a matter of fact, it released not even a full month before Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
The Lightning Thief would go on to sell some 1.8 million copies in its first 5 years on the shelves. Now, those numbers might not be anywhere near as grand as Harry Potter numbers, but trust me, it was a big, big deal in the publishing world.
So I think it's time that I see what all the fuss is about. We're reading this today, but first, we gotta go get some coffee. And by we, I mean me and my beautiful wife.
Hi.
And also you guys. I mean, why don't you come with us? Yeah, come on. I won't tell you no for an answer. Come on, let's do it. All right, so we're back home now. Starbucks was really loud. I don't know what we were thinking, or what I was thinking, trying to film in there. Rick Riordan, I salute you. So far, I'm simply loving it. I think it's really good. I'm flying through it. I think I could be finished with this in 2 nights. Honestly, it's like 375 pages. I can knock this out quickly. But yeah, it just reminds me of like just being a kid, and the thing I like about this book, and not to make too many comparisons to this and Harry Potter, but I feel like no matter what age you are, you can enjoy Percy Jackson. No matter what age you are, you can enjoy Harry Potter. And it's hard to find books like that, I feel like. There's some middle grade stories that are, if you're not a middle grade anymore, or middle grader, you're probably not going to want to read it. So I think that's real talent when your writing can translate from one age group to the next age group and so forth. But okay, we're gonna do some more reading because I don't want to stop reading this.
A few moments later.
Someone got curious about what I was reading. Okay, so I made it to page 168. I'm kind of flying through this. It's just such an easy read. I'm debating whether I want to keep reading tonight or just get up in the morning and read some more because it's already 11 p.m. But I honestly do want to keep reading, so I probably will do that. Let me just say, so far, character-wise, I absolutely love Annabeth. She is amazing. I can't wait to see her in the new series that's coming out, which is another reason why I even wanted to read this, because I want to see that series, and I hate watching adaptations before I read the book. It just ruins it all for me, and I hate not knowing if it's like a good adaptation, if it's, you know, being true to the book or not. So I wanted to read this before that, and I'm very excited to watch that. Maybe I'll react to them on the channel. That would be very fun. Also, do me a favor, if you've gotten this far in the video, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you enjoy my video, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, but I decided to make a huge shift with my channel and just focus on book related things. So I am joining the booktube, the book talk community. And if you like that kind of stuff, if you like this video, you'll probably like my other ones. At least I hope you will. Please accept me. Honestly, I was planning on doing some writing tonight because, you know, I'm a wannabe author. You know, as the channel suggests, I like to write and read. We're gonna read! All right, so it is the very next day, and no, I have not finished the book yet. I fell asleep last night. I actually had the dumbest idea that, oh, I should film myself getting into bed, you know, for the vlog. That was the dumbest idea in the history of mankind. And that's saying something, because I had a friend who once said that he thought you could just swim through space, you know, which, yeah, it's pretty dumb. Also, yes, I am wearing my bonnet because my hair needs to be done really bad. So, you know what? Don't judge me. I'm a bonnet boy.
Eventually.
So remember I said I didn't finish the book last night? Well, I finished it now, suckers! I have some things that I want to say about, I had to look at the title, The Lightning Thief, or Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Now, look, I have my problems with this book, but look, it's not many. I actually very much enjoy this book, and you'll see my complaints aren't real complaints, but I do want to give that as a caveat so you know when I'm telling you how I felt about the book. It might seem like I'm hating on it, but I have one complaint. It's not even a big deal. Did I just do 2 fingers for one? I have one complaint. Before I get into my actual review though, I want to show you guys something really quick. You can skip ahead. There's timestamps below if you don't want to see this. If you like books a lot and you like booktube, I think you will want to see this. So just give me 1 second. Really quickly, I just want to show you guys, this is my current TBR shelf. I won't do a TBR video this month, so I figured I might as well just show it to you guys here. Not this shelf. I just really like it because Boba Fett's on it, and because Dean Koontz is like one of the best writers to ever live. But yeah, here's my TBR, and I'll just go through it really quickly with you guys. So obviously we have the first, 3 Percy Jackson books. We just got one of those done. A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, which I've heard amazing things about. This is a book that my wife wants me to read. We swapped books this month. I gave her The Hunger Games, and she gave me this, A Most Novel Revenge. She's really into, you know, the mystery murder type stuff, so I think that's what that is. I haven't even read the back, to be honest. The Inheritance Games, which I keep hearing about that I need to read. The Kaiju Preservation Society. This is a book that I actually read the first chapter of months ago, and for whatever reason I put it down, but I really was liking it, so gotta get back to that. 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, because I mean, I just keep hearing incredible things about that as well, and it sounds really fun. And then Aurora Burning, not Rising. Aurora Rising is the first book in the Aurora Cycle, I believe it's called. If you don't know what this book is about, it's great. I don't know how else to describe it. No, for real, it is really good. It is about, I guess you could say they are kids. They are teenagers that are on this mission in space, and it's in the future, and there's lots of cool powers and aliens. That's a terrible way to describe this book. Just read Aurora. Read Aurora, the Aurora Cycle. You have to. It's really good, guys. It's pretty freaking tastic. That's not a word. And so now that that's out the way, let's talk about The Lightning Thief. And first and foremost, I want to talk about the one problem I had with this book. Now, look, if I was a kid still, this probably even wouldn't be a problem. I would probably just eat this up and think it was the best book ever made. It definitely is very good, and I enjoyed it a lot. But the quest is something I really didn't enjoy. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a good quest in my books. So maybe this is going to seem a little hypocritical. Quest kind of just feels like a bunch of stuff happening. Like, oh, this happened in, the Garden Gnome Emporium. Now we're going to have to go here. And, oh, now we have a zebra. And, I thought the book was cool. I was really having fun with the quest. But it just all kind of felt random, if that makes sense. Like, just a bunch of stuff happening. And then it just gets us to the actual final climax of the book. In LA, which I actually really did like. I thought that was super funny that the underworld was in LA. That's like top tier. Of course, it's in LA. The only maybe better place to put it would have been Washington, D.C. I think LA or Washington, D.C. would be really fun for obvious reasons. That is my one thing with the book after reading it that I did think about, and I kind of said, maybe it brings the book down a little bit for me, because I like it when it feels like things are more intricate when it comes to the quest. Like everything has a purpose, and that it was like, oh, I see why they had to go. I don't know. I'm probably not making sense at all, especially since me as a writer, I plan to have a quest in my book. And right now, it's the exact same thing. Just kind of a bunch of stuff happening, and like one event leads to the next event where, anyway, you get what I'm saying. It's very Percy Jackson-like. So I guess this is probably very bad for me if my book ever does come out and people are like, didn't he say he doesn't like these kind of quests? Look, I enjoy them. I don't know. Maybe I thought going in that the quest would be a bit different, and it wasn't. You know what? I'm just going to stop because I feel like I keep putting my foot in my mouth. So anyway, I enjoyed this book a lot. That's like the only complaint I have. And now that I sit here and think about it, maybe it even isn't a real complaint. I don't know about you all, but sometimes I feel like when I read a book, sometimes it either takes me a while to come around to it being like a 5-star read or like really high on my list, or sometimes it's the opposite. Like I thought it was really good when I read it, and now I'm like, yeah, it really wasn't that good, actually. Maybe I would give it more of a 3.5 than a 4 or 5. So I think that might be what's happening with Percy Jackson. I'm just thinking about the quest and it feels random. But over time, I'd be like, but who cares? Like, it was so much fun. As I talk about it now, I'm starting to think, who cares? The quest was so cool. Like, so much fun stuff happened. And they got to learn how to be here. You know what? I'm stupid. The quest is great. I just convinced myself the quest is great. All right, so those are all my insane thoughts on The Lightning Thief. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if I should do this as an entire series where I just take it book by book, or should I kind of just do the whole series in one video? I guess let me know what you guys think in the comments below, which one you would rather me do. Also, if you got this far in the video, do me a favor and leave an emoji below. Maybe a little lightning bolt in honor of our boy, Percy. Percy is that man. This book was just a lot of fun, and it reminded me of what it's like to be a kid, which is always a good thing. And I'm just excited to finish the story. It's just like a great adventure, and I think that's what I'll probably get from the rest of the series. Not too many depressing moments, but we'll see. One can always be surprised. I hope you all have a really good day wherever you are in the world. Don't stop writing. Don't stop reading. I'll see you in the next video. Yeah.